the 2009 floods and landslides. It has not been finalised, but there is a big chance of us actually going out there this year. That's the location of the community. Its main road was affected, so access into and out of the community was affected. Obviously the figures speak for themselves. We are going there and helping out these residents that have been left homeless, and in this case they don't have an alternative place to stay. What also is very significant is 90% of the crops destroyed, as you can particularly read. That means that, you know, this is in line with our social returns. We go out there, we recognise our economic potential, and by investing into the local community, by bringing so much more money with us, we make sure that we kind of make up for this loss in economic benefit. Some details about this year's project. It's going to be held from July to August, 6 weeks period. In that 6 weeks period, we aim to build a number of structures, including houses, helping infrastructure, retaining walls and other kinds of facilities, depending on what specific communities require. We have set ourselves much higher ambitions this year, mainly also because of the events of November last year. We have 2 team leaders this year as opposed to 1. We have set ourselves the objective of raising much more finance and therefore just to bring a wider impact to the economy. Now this is a very important thing I'd just like to stress. Obviously we are a voluntary project. We do not rely on profits in order to remain who we are. So we are relying on sponsorship money, on donations from individuals from outside the project who are still interested in our activities. And for that, I'd just like to stress that any funds that come into the project will go directly to funding the project's activities. They do not go to the overhead costs because they are fixed. Okay, that's just something I just wanted to make clear. The project's future. Okay, so we started off as a project in 2002. Throughout the years, a group of alumni members was set up and came together and decided to do something more, something in return for what the project gave them in their time that they went over to a specific community in El Salvador. We have now set up an official charitable company as part of the charity commissions in the United Kingdom. It's called Engage for Development, or Engage in short, and that has the aim of facilitating all the processes involved or acted out by the project in the first place. A couple of details on the plans and ideas that we have for the future. We obviously recognise that we are a big group of students, but we also recognise that by sending over multiple groups over a summer term rather than one, we can actually benefit multiple communities rather than one, and therefore optimise our efficiency. We are also planning, although this is still an idea, we are also thinking of maybe expanding into neighbouring countries like Guatemala and Honduras. So, how you can help. I've been guiding you through a little bit of details about the project. Maybe that you are interested now in knowing the ways you can help us out. The main way is to donate. Again, as I mentioned before, we are a voluntary project and we rely on sources in order to remain who we are and to remain carrying out our activities to benefit the different communities and to maybe even expand and do better and do much more bigger kinds of projects in the future. So donations, Mike after me will give you a bit more details about how to donate, how someone interested can hand us over a sum of money. And again, as I mentioned in the previous slide, you have to know, and this is absolutely essential, any single penny that will come into us, or any single cent for you guys in Europe, of course, will go directly to the project's activities. They will not be added to the overhead costs. So you can be certain of that. You can have a $10 bill in your hand, or you can have a £10 note in your hand, and know that if you are going to donate that, it will go directly to El Salvador to help out the communities that need it most. Another way to help us out, and this is a very easy way, simple way, does not take much time, only a couple of seconds, everyone can do it free of charge, and I would recommend you guys to do it as well. We are currently involved in a competition. It's the JP Morgan competition. We are competing online against 5 other charities from around the world to win a prize sum of $65,000. The deadline is the 1st of May 2010 as indicated, so it's not that much time to go. But again, anyone can take part in this. You can just go online, log in, and then express your vote. The only thing that's required is your name, so it's very easy. It takes only a couple of seconds. The reason why I haven't included the website is because it's pretty long, but it is really easy to get on it. You just go on a search engine like Google, you type in the name of the company, so in this case JP Morgan, you type in the name of the competition, give it away. So JP Morgan, give it away, you'll get the link and you can vote. What Mike will do as well, actually, after this, he will send out an email, hopefully, to all the staff within the department, within the office, just to give you the direct link so you can express your votes directly, which will hopefully facilitate the process. So that was it. I hope that, although very briefly, obviously, having gone through this project which has taken place from 2002, I hope I've given you enough details for you to have a grasp, an idea of what we actually are, what we do, why we were established in the first place, why El Salvador. If I have missed out on anything, we've got a Q&A session now, so anyone from within this office in Amsterdam or anyone within the offices in Düsseldorf, Madrid, Milan, if you have any questions, if you have any uncertainties, if you think I've missed out on something, please say so, and Mike and I will be here and more than happy to answer your questions. Thank you very much. That is it for the presentation. Thanks a lot for joining us.